Hey y'all, today is a real easy video. I'm going to show you how to make traditional pumpkin pie, gluten-free of course. It's a very creamy and dreamy pie that sets up perfectly and is full of flavor, including one secret ingredient that I think y'all will find very interesting. And check this out, you know you've done it right when you can pick up a piece just like this, just using your hands. That's because I par-baked the crust. See how golden brown it is on the bottom? No soggy bottoms here. So let's get into it and I'll show you how to make it. I'm going to go right into the filling here, y'all, because I just recently updated my gluten-free pie crust video, which goes in depth and shows you how to par-bake a pie crust and all that good stuff. So no need to repeat myself here. Just check out that video for all the deets. I'm starting with 1 1/4 cups or 250 grams of light brown sugar in my bowl, and I'm adding to that 3 large eggs that are at room temperature. And then the star ingredient is the pumpkin puree, of course. This is a whole can, which is 15 ounces or 425 grams. And make sure you get solid packed pumpkin and not the pumpkin pie filling because that has all this other stuff added to it. I'm just going to break up these eggs and then whisk all of this until it's smooth. I've got just a little bit of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon or 8 grams. The cornstarch really helps to stabilize the filling. Make sure to get all that in there. And then this is just a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. And here's the spices, which are 1 1/2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and the secret ingredient, a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. It's something I found on Sally's baking blog, and it's really genius. No one really knows it's there. It just kind of hangs out in the background and makes you wonder, what is it that makes this pie so good? Because it really does make it like a nice spicy pie, but not overly spicy. Now I'm adding a 1/4 cup or 60 grams of milk. And this is 1 cup or 240 grams of heavy cream. It makes the pie so creamy and smooth and rich. And if you need to be dairy free, I've got you covered. Just check that out in the recipe post. And y'all, this filling is done. It is just that easy. So here's my par-baked pie crust. And you can see that it's light golden brown around the edges and not at all raw in the bottom. And we'll just pour the filling right in. Get all that goodness in there. Okay, I don't want the edges getting too dark too quickly, so I'm actually going to cover this with my makeshift foil pie crust shield here, which is just a piece of foil that I folded in half and then in half again, and I cut out the inside so it created a circle on the inside, or kind of like a oval, but close enough to a circle. And I'm just going to shape this around the outside so the crust doesn't get too dark. And we're just going to get this into a 375-degree Fahrenheit oven for 50 to 60 minutes. But start checking at 50 minutes. It most likely will need another 5 to 10. But when it's ready, you will see that the center still jiggles slightly like this. Not much, just enough to know you're there and you haven't reached the overbake stage. We're going to let this cool on the counter for about an hour and then get it into the fridge to chill completely for 2 to 3 hours. And that is all there is to it, y'all. Gluten-free pumpkin pie made the traditional way for the most part. I have another pumpkin pie recipe right here on my channel, on my site, which uses cream cheese and powdered sugar to create another amazingly textured creamy pie. So whichever you choose, you're gonna love it. Enjoy.